Hello everyone, welcome back to Owen's Treats. It is almost the end of February, so that means almost the end of Black History Month. I thought for today's episode we'd make something based off the history of Black History Month. So we'll be making pound cake. And pound cake was very popular with southern states back in 1881. The first ever African American author to write a cookbook was Abby Fisher, and this was featured in her cookbook. Thought that would be a fun little piece of history. So with that, let's get into our video. For ingredients, we have a lot of butter, so it's 4 sticks, 1 2/3 cup of granulated sugar, 5 eggs, and then we have 2 cups of cake flour. Then I have a bundt pan, so this is what's normally used when making pound cake. But if you don't have this, you can just use a regular baking pan or like a loaf pan. So with that, let's get started with our first step. So this recipe only has 4 ingredients, but it does require a lot of mixing. So we're going to cream our butter first. We're going to pour in our sugar, and we're going to cream together our butter and our sugar. Okay, so now that our butter and our sugar are creamed together, we're going to move on to our next step. And we're going to take our 5 eggs, and we're going to beat them in one at a time. So for every 1 egg, you want to let it kind of mix together for 3 minutes. So it's going to be 15 minutes total with all the eggs. Now that we have our butter, our eggs, and our sugar all creamed together, this is what our mixture should look like after it's all been mixed. We're going to add in our flour a little bit at a time, going on the lowest setting as possible on our mixer. Okay, so now that our batter is completely mixed, it should look like this. For our final step, we're going to prepare our baking pan. So we're going to take some of our pan cooking spray, and we're just going to spray around the edges. Make sure you spray that center bit of your pan really good. And then we're going to take some of our cake flour from before. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of that cake flour into our pan. And then we're going to kind of shake it around so it coats the pan evenly. And then we're going to dump out the excess flour in the sink. And now that it's all evenly spread out, we're going to tap it down on a flat surface. It's going to be a little loud, but this just gets rid of any air pockets or air bubbles inside our pan. So we are going to knock down the table a few times. Alright, and so now that we have our batter all prepared, we are going to put this in our oven for around 45 minutes or until we insert a toothpick or a fork. Let it cool for around 30 minutes. So 15 minutes, we want to let it cool in the pan, and then we're going to take it out and let it cool outside of the pan for another 15 minutes. So with that, let's put this in our oven. So here is our finished pound cake out of the oven and cool. Thank you guys for joining me in another episode of Owen's Treats. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.